Guys, welcome back to the channel. We haven't seen each other for a couple of weeks. And I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is, me and the guys got to take a nice, much needed break. That's right, we went on vacation. Now, if you know us, you know that we don't go on vacation very often. It's not a very common thing. But over the 4th of July holiday, myself, my family, the Vlog Dogs, Diesel Dave, all of our families went up to Montana and we spent an incredible week just vacationing. And you know, we talked about filming some of the trip, we talked about vlogging up there, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to or not, because when we go into like vacation mode, you gotta either be on or off, not kind of like in the middle. So we decided to not really vlog much of the trip. We did film a bunch, just random footage for ourselves and pictures and stuff like that. So we'll show you a little bit of a kind of compilation of what we were doing up there right now. Busy focusing on having fun, spending time with the families, and just relaxing. So that's the good news. The bad news is, in doing that, we weren't creating content, which means we've been kind of MIA for a couple of weeks, which is why you haven't seen a video from us. But I'm here to tell you that we're back. And before we get into this next video, I want to answer a couple of questions and also kind of give you guys like a heads up on what to expect this month and what kind of videos and content we have coming down the line. First item of business is this new Pavati right here. This is not my Pavati that's sank to the bottom of Lake Powell. This is a new one. I went to Pavati, took back the old one that sunk, and the boat may or may not be rebuilt, we're still not sure, but Pavati's so busy building brand new boats for customers right now, they have a waiting list super long, that fixing that sunken boat is gonna be more of like a winter project. So right now they are full speed ahead on cranking out new boats, which is why I'm sitting in a brand new 26-foot Pavati. I'm gonna use this boat for the rest of this season, maybe a little bit next year, I'm not 100% sure. The reason why I swapped boats so much with Pavati is because Pavati and I were good buddies. The owner of the company, Chuck, and the manager, Brody, and the whole team up there, I'm really close with those guys. And over the past couple of years, we've been working on a top secret project that I can't tell you much about, but it's a new boat design that all I can say is bigger than their biggest current boat. So that's eventually gonna be like my long-term permanent boat, and it'll probably have a different engine in it than most boats have, and all sorts of like cool stuff. So in the meantime, I go through the 24-foot and the 26-foot boats quite a bit. I go through 1 or 2 a season. So this boat, like I said, we'll use it this summer, and then once my next boat is ready, then we'll probably roll it into that and get the new one. So anyways, hope that answers your questions on that. I know a ton of people are wondering like, hey, did you get your boat fixed already? Because we posted some pictures. The answer is no, this is a new one, and it's awesome. This month, we've got some cool content coming up. In fact, we've got some really, really cool content that a lot of you love. You've loved it in the past, you've been requesting that we do more of it, so I'll give you some teasers. Number one, you're probably gonna see a collab video here pretty soon between us and Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Now, we've never worked with them before, but I do talk with Matt regularly, and we got something up our sleeves that could be the perfect collab, so stay tuned for that very soon. Next up, Cerro Gordo. If you guys followed us last year, you know that we went down to Cerro Gordo and worked with Brent Underwood at the Ghost Town, and we solved some problems for him. Well, Brent has another bunch of problems for us to go down and solve. So we're looking to be down at Cerro Gordo pretty soon, which means you're gonna see some videos of Cerro Gordo pretty soon. Also, how sexy is my nice, do I look oiled up? Yeah, looks sexy and oiled up. That's just all sweat, just 100% sweat, which brings me to today's video. I sweat a lot. Just because that's the way I'm wired. So in doing that, I drink a lot of water and I drink a lot of electrolytes. In the process of trying to find the best electrolytes, I stumbled across a company called Redmond Real Salt. They basically create electrolyte drinks out of pure ancient sea salt, like 800 feet below the earth. And I became fascinated with this, and I had to know more where it came from and what the process is. So that's why today we're gonna take you guys 800 feet underground in the middle of central Utah to the Redmond Real Salt mine to show you where I'm getting my electrolytes from, because they work. They work really well, because all this sweat that's coming out of me, I gotta replace that sodium and that chloride and all those nutrients and minerals that are sweating out of my body, replace them, or otherwise I'm gonna pass out and die. Seriously, I sweat so stupid much. So anyways, guys, today's video is a little bit different. It's not a recovery. You guys know that I try to kind of mix up the content here. Actually, we don't try to. That's a complete lie. We just show you everything that we do, which is a diverse range of different things. And today is one of those diverse moments where we're gonna be taking you guys underground and showing you something that I'm fascinated by. And I think a lot of you guys are too, because this is something that I didn't even know existed until just recently. I guarantee a lot of you probably had no idea until you're about to watch this video. So buckle up, enjoy, know that we're home, we're safe, we're sound, and we're gonna get back on a regular content schedule. We usually try to post once or twice a week. Wednesdays and Sundays seem to be the magic days for us, so that's what we shoot for. It doesn't mean that we're always gonna hit it, but just so you have something to anticipate and kind of know what our approximate rhythm is, that's it. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, good to be back, good to see you. Hope you enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the largest, if not the largest, real salt mine in the entire world. Inside that portal goes down 800 feet underground. And this is where they extract some of the most pure, some of the most absolutely ancient salt in the entire world. This salt deposit, it's basically picture a giant salt cube, is 5,000 feet deep by about 2-3 miles wide. And they've been mining it, and they just continue to go down and spiral down and down and down. And we're about to take you guys inside that portal and show you where your salt comes from, where the salt for the roads when in the wintertime, where they get the salt from. We're gonna show you where cow salt licks come from. We're gonna show you an incredible mining operation, and we're gonna give you kind of a behind the scenes look at an area that most people didn't even know existed, because it's right here in the heart of Utah, right in our very own backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go check out the Redmond Real Salt Mine.
I got a bus out here. Okay. I'll go get the doors open and we'll get everybody loaded up. It's a short drive, about a half a mile to the gun range where we'll get out
There's a
and
restroom
do all
here if
that
anyone
stuff.
needs to use that first.
Anybody needs a restroom before we go?
Last one, small bladder.
Do you like kombucha?
Sparks and diesel, like that's what they live for.
Do you know what? It's amazing too. We brew it in our Orm store.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. You guys, I'll grab a glass if you want one.
I hate it.
Oh, you hate it?
Yes, I just like
you guys have it. I thought it was beer. I'm like, you guys are cool.
Cole's over here having like a bunch of glasses.
I gotta try it.
This is the best.
That's so.
Taste test.
Well, I have to wait.
This is our house-made kombucha. I told them you were a kombucha guy.
You guys make all sorts of stuff.
Look at they have it on the tap.
You guys
So
did all
there's
that.
a farm right over here. We have our cows where we milk them. And then we sell them in 2 Redmond stores. One in Sugar House and one Norm.
What's this, Hans?
Oh, there you go.
Hans kombucha. Hans kombucha. You can't hate this one. Hans had his hands. Hans has a brand. That's pretty awesome, man.
Okay, you guys are ready. Let's head out of the bus.
Set out.
I hate it. I'm very excited.
Well,
We just jumped aboard the Redmond Salt Bus, and instantly Crazy Train starts playing. If you're not familiar with Crazy Train and me, that's my Monster Jam song that I come out and drive to, so I'm already pumped. If this bus doesn't do a flip, I want a refund.
I'm not one for brand deals, but
We just pulled up to the gun range where we're going to shoot some dynamite. We're going to shoot a homemade cannon. But before we do that, they're going to feed us lunch. We've got Chef Sean over there in the container. I'm assuming we're probably going to consume some of the salt from the mine. I'm currently consuming some of the Redmond kombucha. These guys do way more than just salt. It's like they have a whole suite of products, and I just found out they have 2 retail stores. So it's cool to see salt grow into a bit of an empire, right?
Yeah.
This is cool. So, all right, well, let's go blow some shit up. Ready for this? You ready, Nate? You ready, Eric?
I'm ready.
You ready for the potty?
Yep.
Are you holding dynamite right now?
I'm holding dynamite. I'll kind of explain to you what's going on. If you look to the right of that barrier, there's a little raised dirt area.
Yeah.
There's about 5 of these targets set in there. They're 2x8 inch stick of dynamite. That is your target. 200 yards, I put targets at 200 yards. It's the same stick of dynamite, 2x8 inch stick, but I painted them blue. So kind of hard to see with the naked eye as they get farther out there, but I've got some good scopes on these guns. I color code it so when you're using optics, you can tell what yardage you're at. 300 yards, I've painted them fluorescent orange.
Is this also the same type of dynamite you mine with?
Yes, it is. Primarily what we use underground is ammonium nitrate. You know, it's a whole series of delay caps, det cord, but ammonium nitrate is the power behind the blast. The stick powder we have, because with a wet hole application, ammonium nitrate won't detonate if it's wet or in water.
Okay.
Stick powder will detonate completely submerged in a body of water. It's rare for us, but on occasion we have a wet hole, and so we have to use stick powder instead of nitrate. The reason we primarily use nitrate, we blow load it in, so it's easier to load the hole than stick powder.
Right.
And it's a little cheaper and does the same amount of breakout.
So it's
as
not
stick
packaged
powder.
when you put it in the hole. You core the hole and then you just fill the hole with the powder?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
But for our food grade salt, we don't do explosives.
Oh,
So
okay.
we
Yeah.
want to keep it as unrefined, natural, clean as possible.
So that's just scratching the walls with
We
the
actually,
machines?
crumble it off the
See the
wall. We'll
way
show you the
it
machine that we use, and
Right.
everything on it, like stainless steel, food grade, even the lube we use is just like all food grade.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hands don't squeeze the dynamite.
Don't squeeze it too hard.
So we're at the gun range. He's got some sticks of dynamite. He just dropped a stick of dynamite.
What would True depiction. You guys have seen old pirate movies, right? Carrying the dynamite and it's sweating. Old time dynamite had a lot of nitroglycerin in it. That's the unstable agent in it. It made it very volatile, very sensitive.
That's why we don't walk
shock.
like in the mines. When you see those sticks, they're sweating.
Yeah.
We don't touch those.
Today's dynamite still has a little bit of nitroglycerin in it, but it's so full of fillers, and you got to impact this hard, man, with a lot of pressure to get it to go off now. I bounced down that dirt road with it in the bed of my truck. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's pretty legit for a homemade cannon. That's like an actual cannon. Hands, you want to do the human cannonball thing? Shoot you down range?
helmet?
Yeah, we have that one.
No, don't have a helmet.
We've got salad. I've got some watermelon and grapes. I did some big old ribeyes with a chimichurri sauce, so I hope you guys are hungry. They are really big. And then I fried up some Yukon Gold potatoes and made some fry sauce.
I gotta stop for a second, guys. You've seen the food that we eat at the typical mine exploration. I would say Cerro Gordo was probably the most gourmet that we've had because we took some steaks down and grilled them up with Brent, rolled the footage. Typically on mine explorations, it's me finding whatever's in the bottom of my pocket or my backpack. There's tons of clips of me chomping on stuff in mines. I can honestly tell you I have no idea what it was. It was probably some leftover snack that I was glad to find. I've never had a gourmet ribeye steak with chimichurri sauce, homemade fry sauce, Yukon Gold potatoes. I don't even want to explore any more mines after this because they're all going to be a huge letdown because nobody's going to be able to top this. This mine exploration is very bougie, let's just put it that way. Oh man, even the asparagus is fantastic. I guarantee this is going to be one of the best bites of steak I've ever had. I'm a big toppings guy, and chimichurri sauce is actually one of my probably top 5 favorite things to put on food. It's actually from Argentina and Brazil. It's mixed like garlic and parsley and different stuff like that. This absolutely makes the steak like, let's see. I'm so glad we responded to this email. I don't respond to a lot of emails, but this one stood out. So, about to shoot the homemade cannon. This place is the greatest.
Homemade cannon, half a cup black powder with a fuse in the end of it, bowling ball loaded on top of it, and we're gonna chuck it about 500 yards at a boat. See if we can get lucky. Hit it. Fire in the hole.
Holy shit.
Holy crap! Whoa!
Oh.
That one's Scipio.
Somebody in I-15 just got wiped out. How much powder was that?
Just under a level half cup. Just
Fire in the hole.
No,
Fire in the hole.
not fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole.
There you go.
All one word.
Fire in the hole.
So you just press the button, torches it, let it off it.
Hi, I'm Heavy D, and I'm about to set off a homemade cannon. Fire in the hole.
That's going.
That's gone.
That thing's gone.
Sorry, Fillmore. Boom.
I did less powder.
Holy
I
cow.
did less powder. That's famous last words. This is the greatest. Blowing up dynamite, shooting freaking bowling balls. How far do you think that? That was probably every bit of 600 yards? 700?
Yeah, I changed the angle of that barrel and put a little more powder. I can launch that 1,000 yards all day.
You guys have seen out at the salt flats, there's like Morton salt out there. They call this real salt for a reason, because Morton, basically the way they do it, they'll allow parts of the Great Salt Lake to flow into their kind of reservoirs, and then they evaporate the water, and then what's left is salt, the table salt that you get. And you'll see the tractors out there, and they're just kind of pushing it with the tractors, and that's that fine kind of evaporated salt. They call this real salt because it's actually part of the earth. Like it's already been evaporated a long time ago. It got shoved underground, started to work its way up, and so there's no evaporation process here, right? You guys don't do it. It's literally scraping it out of the earth because it's just one giant dome of salt. So, and that's why it looks different. It's got like a pinkish hue, almost looks like specks of dirt in there. That's not, that's salt.
We add nothing to it, we take nothing away from it.
You guys do all the crushing here on site? Processing and everything?
Yeah, we'll
The crushing we do here, our food grade packaging warehouse is in Heber City.
What is trophy salt exactly?
Trophy salt is just our salt, and it's just a natural chunk of our mineral sea salt used in the hunting world. The brand is so popular, you cannot go back east and talk to anybody that is a hunter or an outdoor enthusiast does not know Trophy Rock by name. That's the biggest market for it, is in the east with whitetail hunting. This is a salt dome. There is a salt deposit that's very deep, 5,000+ feet deep under most of south central Utah and down into New Mexico. But it's at sea level. Our valley's a little over 5,000 feet, right? The main deposit is 5,000 feet down. Geologists say it was left here from what was called the Sundance Sea that was in here during the Jurassic period. But what happened is that deposit has been squoze and extruded to the surface. And my understanding, the earliest settlers or explorers found it because it was actually exposed to the surface in the top of this crown. And their animals would always hang out here.
This is freaking sick, man. I mean, sick isn't good. Like, good, sick. One shot, one kill, Sparks.
Oh, this is awesome. So we are shooting actual sticks of dynamite. That was a 100-yard shot right there. This gun is definitely zeroed in. So I just got 100 yards. Let's see if I can get 200 yards.
Which one you going for, Dave?
All right. That was a bizarre feeling because I see it blow up in the scope, but I don't hear anything. I'm like, that was a little weird. Yeah.
We're going to drive in about 2 miles. That'll put us at roughly 700-foot depth.
You guys have to grade these or maintain these?
We do. Smooth roads for decent travel speeds is important to us.
Are you using actual haul trucks?
We are.
Not articulated trucks?
No, rigid frame, 70 tonners. So secondary escape, this is a shaft system. You can see that shaft going up through that ladder. We're stacking tunnels, so there's the ladder through the ceiling on every level. You have to maintain and have a minimum minimum of 2 ways in and out of an underground operation. So this is all salt? All salt. We don't mind next to any other type of ground. So yeah, if you guys get some hard hats coming this way.
So what are we now, probably 500?
Yeah, about 500 right here.
500 feet underground in a salt mine in a bus.
In the rock form, that's what a lot of it looks like.
This is freaking paradise. Probably 55, 57 degrees down here. This is all salt, guys. The walls, everything, like, I'm taking it all in, so you're gonna see me just be a little bit in awe for a minute here.
Oh, this is just salt.
Yeah, so everything's just salt. We're not getting the round stuff, it's all salt. So you can lick it?
Yeah.
I want some of that.
Then you let the dirt side. That was in the dirt. Is this salt too?
Yeah.
Eat it.
You can lick it. That's right where the miners piss, right there.
That was a lot of salt.
So right here, we're on our 3rd level. This level has 5 in it. You're about 500 feet straight vertical to daylight with 2 tunnels stacked above us and 2 stacked below us. We leave an 80-foot thick sill pillar of salt between levels vertically. We have already bored this tunnel for a ways back, and we are benching this lift up. The whole idea behind a bench like this is we're lightly popping up against the grain of the salt, which gives us all of these nice, big, beautiful chunks for our equine and trophy rock markets. The equipment we're using, you can see 988 cat loaders, 775 cat haul truck. It's a 70-ton truck because it's got an oversized bed on it. This is part of our drill blast operation. The only thing we do different is food grade. That's our real salt brand, because we have to guarantee there can't be any blast contaminants in what we're putting on people's tables. The mining method and location is completely different. We'll select a place in the mine where we have a machine and we just grind it off the wall. Therefore, we can guarantee no blast contaminants in that product.
Definitely salt.
So, isn't this amazing?
Oh, it feels so good.
It's a lot of salt.
You know, without
Eric's gonna try to fly his drone in here, and if you ever have had any experience flying drones indoors, you realize that it doesn't go well because drones usually rely on GPS signals. I doubt his is even gonna take off. It's probably not gonna be able to acquire a signal. If it does take off, I'm pretty confident it's gonna go whoop. Is there any other sort of rock in this?
no.
Or this is pure salt?
Pure, natural, mineral sea salt.
Yeah.
Okay. Just take a bite of it.
You know, without the bus lights and stuff, it would be really dark. Calm and hot afternoons. I have a hammock hid down here for my afternoon naps.
All right, watch out. I'm gonna scoop some salt.
You ain't scooping anything.
I'm scooping salt. See this? All salt. Everything the light touches is salt. And I'm about to get a giant scoop of it in this massive 988 loader. Nice. Okay. That's like on the list of top probably 5 coolest things I've ever done. And it's just loading a dump truck with a tractor, but man, that was awesome. This thing is a freaking beast. That's 13 tons in that bucket that I just put in the bed of that 70-ton haul truck.
I've never seen someone come in here and just take over our equipment before.
Driving a $1.2 million haul truck 500 feet underground in a salt mine after I just loaded it with a 13-yard bucket full of salt. I've never actually driven a haul truck. I'm actually very excited right now. Obviously, I get excited to drive a freaking garden tractor, so it doesn't really say much. Definitely some time in this thing going up and down these tunnels because it's just it's like driving your house. I mean, this thing is a freaking monster. And this is a 70-ton truck. Imagine like the big ones at the open pit mines, like a Rio Tinto mine. They're like 300-ton trucks. This is one that I've always wanted to kind of knock off my bucket list, and today I was able to do it. So if nothing else, that's what I got today. You guys got to see me fulfill a childhood dream. I mean, what kid doesn't want to drive a friggin' haul truck? I mean, come on. Took every ounce of willpower I had to not dump that bed.
Were you scared to dump it?
Oh, I don't want
I was waiting for you to just burn out.
I was, trust me, I had all sorts of ideas. That was my best behavior.
We clocked you in, you got 7 more hours.
Yeah, I could run that for 7 hours. That's awesome.
So what's next? The food side?
Yeah, we can go to where we've been grinding some. I don't actually know where the food grinder is.
We're lost. Great. Cool.
We have multiple areas we do that in. I'm not sure where the grinder is currently.
Gotcha.
They don't know either, so we just got to tell them this is where we grind food grade.
Yeah, you could have told me it was right there, and I would have been like, cool,
But
we're here.
we can go, if you guys are interested, we can go to where we've been grinding some. You can see the difference of it. Yeah.
So the difference between what we're seeing now is they can blast this stuff because non-food grade can have blast residue or whatever in it. Food grade cannot, which is why they have giant, basically an excavator with a barrel like drum on the end of it with a bunch of teeth, and they just sits there and chomps away all day long.
Rocks, huh?
Yeah. New plan when I go home and grill. Just gonna get this, just.
Is that one okay with it being dark or no?
I'm gonna start putting salt on everything.
Hey, eat a whole handful of that right now.
Okay, I'll do it.
We'll let you
I'll
on
do
more.
it for the gram right now. It's salty.
So you can see this grinding action on the wall, right? All this scraping, clawing, it peels it off just like this. It chunks this size down to the fines. This is your real salt. That crushed to uniform granular size and packaged is all we're doing.
You're not processing it. You're not putting any agents in it.
No.
This is, you just basically mill it down to the size you need.
Package it. That's it.
And that's what goes on your food.
Yeah. So the darker it is will mean that it's just a bigger percentage of minerals. That's going to be about 99.5% chlorides.
Yeah.
The remaining 0.5% will be a blend of 65 different trace minerals. All minerals that you should be getting as you eat and drink, you're putting into your body anyways.
Yeah. So guys, as you can see, we are at a salt mine, and we're about to take a tour of where real salt comes from. Because up until today, I knew that there was different kinds of salt, but I didn't know just how different they really were. And it turns out that real salt, which is this right here, this chunk of rock, is the best kind of salt. Why? Because it's pure. It's exactly how the ocean left it. So basically what happens is when the Sundance Sea was here in Utah, it settled, all the salt settled to the bottom, and it pushed this giant dome of salt underneath the earth. So this has been protected 600, 700, 800 feet underground for centuries. And this contains a bunch of different minerals other than just salt. The main minerals in salt are sodium and chloride, but this has 65 other different trace minerals, which are very important for your health, very good for you, and they're the minerals that get stripped from regular table salt. So when you go to the restaurant or you open your cupboard to make your meal and you pour your salt out and it's just that fine, white salt, that is highly refined salt. What does that mean? That means it's gone through all sorts of different processes where they've taken away a bunch of different minerals, that's why it doesn't look like this, and they've even added different chemicals like iodine. This is a big deal. This is why I have this right here. So the reason why we're here at the mine today is because I wanted to figure out what's the healthiest type of electrolytes I can put in my body, because I drink a lot of freaking electrolytes, especially in the summer. I sweat so much, I don't want to be dehydrated. And I've found that if I'm not properly hydrated, I get headaches, I get tired easier, just overall fatigue. Some of the worst symptoms that you can get are like dizziness, you can actually pass out. There's all sorts of stuff that comes along with not being properly hydrated, and water alone doesn't do it. When you sweat, the main things that leave your body are sodium and chloride. This right here is sodium and chloride, pure, straight from Mother Earth. And that's what these guys have decided to put in their electrolyte mix. So this is a big deal because most of the electrolytes you buy on the market are just kind of sugar, and they've got some sodium, they've got some different minerals in them, but they are very highly refined and heavily processed. This stuff right here by Redmond, the Relight, is literally just salt, and then it's sweetened with stevia, which is a natural sweetener, not sugar. So this right here, guys, literally one of these is probably the equivalent to like 10 Gatorades. I don't know the exact numbers on it, but I will tell you right now, if you drink a couple of these each and every day, you're gonna feel better. But that's not the only product these guys have. They have all sorts of different types of salt. They have smoked salt, they have garlic salt, they have all these different flavors
all the way back down to the original kosher sea salt. I mean, you can see this stuff right here, guys. That's a thicker grain, heavier duty salt, but that right there is as pure as salt gets. Hasn't been refined, hasn't been touched, and I'm actually really pumped that Redmond has started to take what was just a salt brand and blow it up into all these different products, including something that has literally been keeping me alive this summer, the Relight electrolyte drink. Take one packet of this right here, put it in, you know, a jug of water, a cup of water, glass of water, whatever, and you shake the hell out of it. You want to shake it pretty good. You want to shake it significantly more than you would shake a regular drink mix or electrolyte mix. Why? Because it's actual salt that you're dissolving. The taste, fantastic. It's a little bit saltier than most electrolyte mixes, but that's good because it means you're actually getting salt in it, which is what your body's craving and your body needs. So now that I'm done lecturing you all about the importance of salt, I want to give you guys a chance to try this stuff. So we partnered with Redmond originally just to tour the mine and check the place out and kind of get a feel for their products. But as I've been trying the products and getting to know it a little bit more, I've fallen in love with it, and I want to give you guys the opportunity to try it as well. So Redmond has given us the opportunity to give you guys 15% off anything you want to order on their site. So if you want to try the electrolytes, you want to try salt, you want to try a bundle of different products, click the link in my description below. As soon as you click that link, it's going to automatically give you a 15% discount on anything you order. If the link's not working, use the promo code SPARKS15, but the link should just take you straight there. Get your discount already applied to your order, and bam, it's that easy. Guys, I wouldn't promote this if I didn't believe in it and if I don't actually drink it every single day. I love this stuff. Proud to call Redmond partner of ours, and seeing how this stuff is made and how they do it and where the salt comes from and how it's not refined and not processed, pretty cool. And I think you guys will see the benefit as well as soon as you try the product. So click the link in my description below, get 15% off.
I mean, it's all that same shine. It's just got all the powder from being ground up. My wife's gonna be real upset when I show up at the house with the new salt shaker here. So it's just gonna bounce around the countertop for the next 5 years, guaranteed, until she throws it away, because after 5 years, I'll maybe use like this much. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. This whole time, I thought like, okay, maybe there's like some salt in the mine walls and they dig it out and then they separate it, but no, everything is salt. Like, this dirt. This is not dirt, this is just salt.
Oh,
all salt.
how are you not even flinching?
Because it's all salt. Very strong salt. No, don't worry, this is not the salt that's gonna enter your table now, okay? So don't be like, oh, Hans licked my salt that's now going in my salt shaker.
Well, he might.
It's not a real thing. I maybe did, I don't know. Eric brought up a great point. We found the salt, so now where's the pepper mine or chute that we dig for the pepper? I also want to find the cinnamon one. So we're gonna find the cinnamon shakers section, pepper section, oregano section.
I bet your employees have just got optimum sodium levels in their bodies. These guys make toothpaste, they make electrolytes that you can, you know, where's my electrolyte packet? It's like my pride and joy right now. I've been loving this stuff. So this is now my new favorite electrolyte drink because I love salt. I was telling them earlier, every night before bed I take between 6 to 8 capsules of like this pink Himalayan sea salt, which I'm no longer going to be taking. I'm going to be taking Utah's real salt because it's, well, A, it's here in our backyard, and B, I'm seeing where it's coming from. It's cool to see where your food's actually coming from, and knowing that it's not going through some chemical process.
We went shopping. Guess what we got? Look, guess what we got? Little crystal shop downtown. Found some salt crystals. Manganese. Manganese. Yeah, right
Mayonnaise.
Tastes like mayonnaise? A little bit like eggs. Why are you taking a giant piece?
God, I should have said this on the counter like this.
Oh, you put a rock underneath, light underneath it.
I should have said on the counter just like this.
I heard about those.
Watch this. That wards off spirits. Himalayan salt crystal.
Yep. Is that not?
What we're about to do is a blackout. We're gonna turn off all the lights and see just how dark it really gets in here. So I'm probably about to disappear in 3, 2, 1. Here. Okay, let's play hide and go seek. Ready, go. Hide and go seek. Turn the light off. Hide and seek. Turn the light off, man. Marco, I don't have my rape whistle. I don't trust Danny. I was coming for you. I don't know why I was ducking though.
That was weird. You got me.
Turn your phones on.
Look at that. Just
Get all the glowing faces.
right, guys, well, there you have it. That is the Redmond Salt Mine right here in the heart of beautiful Utah in one of the world's largest real natural salt deposits. With that said, I'm gonna go keep exploring. You guys watch the next video. All right, guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as we enjoyed filming this video, because these people at Redmond are awesome. Redmond Real Salt is the real deal. I knew that coming into this, but I didn't realize just how like real and down to earth these people and their products are. You saw us go underground, pull this salt literally 800 feet out of the earth, and that's the same product that they're making their electrolyte drinks, their salt, and all their other lines of products from. So if you want a chance to try it, we're gonna give you a deal, 15% off anything you order. All you gotta do is click the link in my description below, go to the website, order 1 thing, 5 things, 10 things, 100 things, it doesn't matter. The discount's the same, they're gonna hook you guys up. And I promise you, as soon as you try this, you will feel it, because I did. And I continue to feel it every single day, and I continue to feel better. Feel more hydrated, more energy, less fatigue, and overall, I know that this is making every drop of water that I drink that much more beneficial for my body. So guys, click the link in my description below, try it out now. Hey, did you know that 50% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel? That, my friends, is horseshit. So subscribe if you want to win a prize. It's that easy. Thank you.